Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. I'm getting paid.
Hey, it's your boy Tight. But you're tuning in with Ray Ray's podcast. Kicking my boy Ray. Know I'm back.
We back at it again. Yeah, it's your boy Ray, host of Ray Ray's podcast. You know we always coming live from the best city in the world, Dallas, Texas, 10th floor of the beautiful Hello Studios. Thank you for rocking with your boy today. Hey, real quick, if you're not tapped in on Ray Ray's podcast, Ray Ray's podcast. This is the podcast where we highlight people that are doing the most, got the most motion in the city of Dallas. They got something going on. They come sit on this couch. We talk about what they got doing. So again, make sure you like, subscribe, follow me. All things Ray Ray's podcast, and tap in with your boy. You know what we got. Maybe it could be your opportunity to sit on this couch. All right, real quick. Make sure you tap in with your boy on Saturdays before Cowboys home games. Catch me at Toyota Music Factory at the Plaza, hosting the Cowboys Experience, where we have Cowboys players out there signing autographs, USA cheerleaders. We got my boy DJ Blackbeard out there spinning. Fun for the family. Come out there, get food, all that good stuff. Every Saturday before Cowboys home games, check us there, Toyota Music Factory at the Plaza right there, all right? Cool. Real quick, we got to start with some positive words, right? A lot of people may have some bad stuff going on. You may have a rough day, rough week, rough month. Hell, maybe your year been mad, all right? So this is the time of the show. We got to reset that. So just in case somebody told you today, I just want you to know that you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason. Hey, you stronger than you think. Whatever it is you're going through right now, you're going to get through this. See, here on this show, my show, Ray Ray's podcast, I am glad that you are alive. Most importantly, don't give up, all right? Tough situations are going to come up. And so what you put in your mind and your heart can get you through those situations. Bet. So, the top of the year, we started a segment called Shout Out. This is where we put the spotlight on people that are doing amazing things, or places we want you to check out, or events we want you to go to, all right? So today, we got to shout out TGB, stands for the Gentleman Builder, the #1 real estate company out there helping people build. Make sure, you get that lot you need to get, how to build on it, teaching you. #1 real estate class out there to teaching you how to do these things. Not any people out there doing that. This is the #1 company. Make sure you shout out TGB, all right?
Yeah.
Cool. So I just told you, about this TGB. We're going to find out what TGB is, all right? So I want everybody to give a warm Ray Ray's podcast welcome to our guy, Royce of TGB in the building right now. What's up, my guy? How we doing?
Blessings,
Thank you. Appreciate you taking your time out to come dine with us. I know you're a busy man. You got a lot of stuff going on.
I appreciate you,
You took time to come out, and we greatly appreciate that. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this off right.
Let's do it.
5 years of Ray Ray's podcast, TGB. You also got Velour, the restaurant coming. So we're going to toast to that real quick. That's how we're going to start this show off, all right?
Let's do it.
Yeah, right there. All right.
All right, man. It's that pure white, right?
It's pure white. There.
All right.
Cheers. All right. Cool. Now, like I said to start the show off, this is the show I feel like I want to highlight people that are doing really great things in my city, Dallas, Texas. And I think you're one of those people that are doing amazing things. So this is how we're going to kick this off. We want to tell the people who is Royce. And what did all you do, man? And how did you get into what you're doing?
Oh, man. Well, first and foremost, Royce Dyson Colley, born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Been in Dallas my whole life. Man, I really have been an entrepreneur my whole life. So I'm from a neighborhood called College Park, which is very close to the Highland Hills area, if you're familiar with Highland Hills. And so I grew up there, always really had an entrepreneur mind. I remember going to the candy house when I was younger, buying the candy for $0.25, taking it to school, selling it for 75 cents, right? And so as I grew older, I just still had that mind to create some type of business avenue for myself, man. And so I've always remembered one thing that my dad told me: you always need at least 5 streams of income. So that stuck in me growing up, man. And so as I matured and grew as a business person, man, just different avenues of business started to be presented to me, and I just took advantage. And when I was given the vision for TGB, I had already done multiple companies, screen printing shops, owned a clothing store, general manager of a nightclub, like all of these things, man, I had already done in my life. And so when I learned how to build, I got into real estate like 2015, 16. And when I really learned how to build, man, it just became a passion. And I was given the vision to start a school, man, and the rest is history.
The rest is history. I can verify that. My family have taken a part of the TGB, and I personally want to thank you for helping my family out,
Gratitude. Helping
them get to the next level in life, and I greatly appreciate that because, family is a very sensitive thing for me because I done seen some things, I done seen some people do some things to family, and I'm not the most trusting person. It take a lot for me to really warm up to some people and really just like believe in people. But I appreciate what you did for my family. So for that, you certified right here for me. Like
gratitude, man. I love your family, man.
Man, good people, really are good people. I don't know where I'd be with my family. I'm gonna be honest with that.
Absolutely.
I have no idea where I'd be. So.
Yeah. You either love them or you gonna hate them when it comes to family, bro. So when you love them,
sometimes it's in between.
Yeah, sometimes it's in between, man. But when you love them, you love them, man. Yeah. So gratitude.
So I'm thankful for my family. Thank y'all so much. All right. So let's get back into it with you. All right. So when did you realize this is something you really wanted to get into when you wanted to start the TGB, and how did it come about?
Man, so honestly, man, I've been one of those guys that work with my hands my whole life, right? I started in construction at a young age because what happened was my mom didn't want me sitting around the house during the summer, right? So there were a couple of guys in my neighborhood who were general contractors. Mm-hmm. And so they used to take me to work with them in the summertime. So at like 14, 15, I started to learn how to use power tools, saws, drills, things like that, going to work with them. We would build decks, we would build fences, we would put up all type of stuff, right? And so it became an interest to me even at that age. And so I've always been the type to learn how to do something, but my thought has always been if I learn how to do it, I can always get paid for it, mm-hmm. right? So I learned how to do, man, a whole lot of things when it came to construction, working with my hands. And so as I got older, that just evolved, right? And like I mentioned earlier, 2015, into 2015, beginning of 2016, I got into real estate thinking I was going to do fix and flips, right? Because, you watch HGTV. Yeah. They make a couple $100,000 in 30 minutes. And I'm like, I'm working my 9 to 5. Like, man, I got an hour lunch break. That's 2 houses I can flip. I can get a couple $100,000 every day. And so, I got into real estate with that mindset. And then as I learned and grew, I started to develop these relationships with my subcontractors, mm-hmm. right? And so once I developed that relationship with them, I transitioned that flipping into a full-blown construction company. Okay. So now, instead of me just, doing flips and all of that, like I'm doing all type of construction. I'm mm-hmm. remodeling, I'm putting roofs on, I'm adding additions to houses, the whole nine. But the thing that I've always wanted to do was build. Mm-hmm. And so just a coincidence that the first house that I ever built was right across the street from where my son was going to school. So every day I drop him off, I see this vacant lot. And I'm like, man, I could build a house right there. Never built a house ever in my life. I think the largest thing I had built at that point was like a dog house, right? And so I'm seeing this lot every day, and I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna buy that lot. Yeah. And so I ended up contacting the lady who owned it. She ended up selling it to me, man. I built my first house, and it's been up since then. Yeah.
And when was that again?
That was 2016.
2016? Man, so you about to be almost a decade into it. With 2015, 2025, yeah. So you're almost a decade into it. So
yeah, almost a decade, man. This year, we're almost a decade, man. So since I got into real estate, this will be 10 years in October. Mm-hmm. And then when I started building was like 2016.
Okay. So we briefly touched on TGB. How many projects and how many houses did you do before you just started doing the courses of TGB?
Well, I don't know the exact number, but I've built over 100 houses since I've been building. And so when people hear that number, they're like, "Oh wow, man, you built over 100 houses." But part of those were my houses, and then part of those were client houses. So when I say my houses, meaning I control the deal, all right? I went and found some land. I purchased the land under my company's name. I built the house. I sold it for myself. But then I have clients who I build for a number of reasons. I've built retail, right? Clients who they purchase, they want to move into the house. So retail clients, and I've also had investor clients where I've built multiple houses for clients who wanted to hold them as investments, right? So over the last almost 10 years, man, I built over 100 houses in various, cities, counties across DFW. So it spans all the way from Weatherford, Granbury, all the way to like Lone Oak, Texas, man, like 2 hours away from here. So, wherever the deal is, wherever I see opportunity, man, that's where I'm going. I'm like American Express.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm everywhere the houses want to be.
So what it sounds like is, y'all, when I get these franchise of these studios, I'm gonna be opening up. I got my builder right here that's gonna help me.
Yeah,
we gonna lay it all out and everything.
Yeah,
so y'all be looking out for this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay. So one of the things, and it's a term that I hate hearing, gatekeeping. All right. And I feel like, I'm sorry, sometimes in the city of Dallas, we got a lot of people that want to be gatekeepers.
That's for sure.
They can't even keep themselves. Right. So with that being said, you started the TGB classes, right? You're sharing your knowledge.
Correct.
Of stuff you're doing. One perfect example, like me, I like to show. I've had people hit me up, "Hey, can you help me start a podcast?" Yeah, no problem. I don't mind doing that.
Right.
I'll show you, because I don't want you to go through the difficulties I had to go through.
Right.
Doing this 5+ years ago, the game done changed in 5+ years. A lot of things are always evolving and changing. So I'm always willing to help people. You look like someone that's willing to teach and help people.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it evidently, from my family, all right? So what made you thought, like, hey, I have this knowledge, let me pass it on to the next person?
I mean, for me, bro, honestly, it was the fact that when I came in the game, I didn't have people that were willing to help me, right? And so because of that, what I decided in myself is that I did not want to be one of those people, right? I mean, information is free. You know what I mean? And it don't cost me anything to help somebody else succeed and be successful. So in my head, I just didn't want to be the people that I reached out to when I tried to learn how to build. And so I felt like if I can create an avenue for just ordinary people to learn a skill that can change their life, why not? Yeah. Right? And so there really is no monetary value that you can put behind legacy, right? And so I have so many people come through my program, and they're doing it for various reasons, right? They're doing it to get their kids through college. They're doing it for retirement. They're doing it, to gain an extra income, right? And there's no monetary value that you could put on where you want to be in life, right? You just either have to work for it, and once you work for it, then that creates opportunity for you to be able to monetize. And so for me, I just wanted to give back to people, man. Just wanted to be able to help people grow, succeed, build wealth, travel, go to their kids' games without having to take off work. Like all of that stuff, man, played into my mind when I created TGB.
I mean, you're doing it, man. It was amazing. I went to the graduation ceremony you had, man. Just seeing all those people out there just being really excited, There was one guy there, he was in there preaching. The guy with the dreads, I can't remember his name. I was like, okay. Yeah. I remember you said, he was like, I don't know if I got to go to church on
Sunday. Man, that's my guy.
It was great. Like I said, again, I keep mentioning my family. I'm going to do it. It's my show, so I don't even care what you think. To me, it was just a proud moment seeing, like, that was just an honor. And the way
I appreciate it.
You can see how much you care for the people that are in that room.
For sure.
Some people are like, all right, $59.95, I give you these classes or whatever. Okay, cool. I'm going to send you on your way. You never hear from those people again. But I feel like, you nurture people. Yeah. You walk with people, because you can teach someone and tell them how to do it. Cool. That doesn't mean they're going to retain the knowledge. Right. And they may get into a situation like, okay, I know you told me, but I don't know what to do. So we always need that guidance. We always need mentors. Remember that too. There's always someone that's done something you're trying to do. You got to find the right mentors. That's something I always like to preach to people. Like anything, if you're trying to build a car, somebody done it.
Right.
Try to find someone that can teach you. I heard you build a car before. Like, teach me how to do this. For instance, you trying to build a house, it's a guy here for y'all. And if there's something y'all interested in, make sure y'all reach out to them. We'll have all the information on the screen so they can contact y'all about that. All right.
One of my things, bro. Why you mentioned that, man? One of my things that really drives me to do what I do. Right. Anybody can teach a process. Right, you can go on YouTube and learn how to build a house.
Yeah.
It's just a process. But can you put people in an environment to be successful?
Yeah.
And that's where we thrive at, right?
Yeah.
Not every person that comes through our mentorship program starts building a house. But those that have, we're batting 1,000. We have not had one student come through the program that has built a house that has not sold that house and made money. So it's not about the process.
Yeah.
It's about the environment that you create that makes a person successful, right? Because again, man, it's more than just building houses, right? There is a system behind that whole process, right? There's a mindset behind success. And so we're able to not only put the process in place, but we're also allowing people to drive the vehicle themselves that's going to get them to the final destination.
I like that. How many people have you had to talk off the ledge? Like, don't quit, push through. You got this.
Man, really not as many as you would think, right? Because, people pay to come through the mentorship program, and once they attach their monetary investment to value, then they understand, like, listen, I gotta do this. Like, I have to, you know what I mean? If everything goes according to plan, like, I have to do this. Now, there are, a couple people here and there who, I don't know, it's too much information. And, then you have to kind of reel them in and say, listen, we're here. We got you, right? You're not walking this journey alone. And so if you just put forth the effort to get it done, then we'll make sure that we see you through the finish line, right? And so not a lot, man, but we do have a couple.
Because I could imagine, like, people like, there's people can get overwhelmed.
Oh yeah,
that's just everything in life. Something may be overwhelming to someone. Everyone learns different,
right?
Okay, everyone's vision is different.
Facts.
Not everyone sees the long game that they're about the short game.
Right.
There's a lot about that, but no, in life you gotta have different goals. I gotta have my short goals, my intermediate goals. I gotta have my long-term goals. You gotta set goals to hit all three of those to get you there, because you're not gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna start a podcast, then I'm gonna have 1 million followers.
It's not gonna
as your goal. No, you gotta implement.
Gradually. Yeah, and
steps to that. Yeah,
a lot of times, what my partner and I, we say to each other, man, we're building the staircase as we walk up, right? So I've never, outside of TGB, bro, I've never owned a mentorship. Never owned a school, never had, students coming to me, right? So as we're growing, understand that the vision is being revealed as we grow, right? So a lot of things we're relying on student data. What do you guys see that could be better, right? Then we take that, we go refine it, make it, down to the granular level, refine it, and then put that out there for future student success.
Okay. So, we done dabbled in TGB. You got a class going on currently right now. When's the next enrollment?
I got two going on.
You got two going on right now.
Yeah.
So, if someone wants to enroll in the next class you got, when can they do that? And where can they do that at?
So, our next 16-week mentorship. So, let me kind of back up a little bit. So, our system or our infrastructure is 3-tiered, right? We offer what we call free pop-ups, which we do usually twice a month on weekends. The free pop-ups are designed to introduce people to the organization as a whole, to give them a overview of what we offer, right? The benefits of coming through the mentorship program. If they're interested in coming through the mentorship, their next tier level is what we call a 2-day intensive workshop, right? A Beyond the Blueprints 2-day intensive. What that does, it gives them a more in-depth look at the phases of construction and what they will get out of the mentorship program.
Yeah.
Right. And then so part of that is, man, we take them on a site tour. They get to see houses that students built. They get to talk about economics, understand what other people who were sitting in those same seats understand, how they were able to make money, things like that. And then once they realize that, hey, this is possible for them, then they decide if they want to be in the mentorship program. Mm-hmm. And so to answer your question in short, we just started a new cohort or mentorship program this week. And so our next one will not be until January.
Okay. So you see this? You got now to January.
To make up your mind.
Make up your mind if you want to do that. Go look at all the videos and stuff and everything online they got. Look at all the research. Research this before you decide you want to do this. And if you're ready, January, we expect y'all to be in that class, y'all.
January, get in the build game.
You know, January is always a great month. You know, there's a great person born in January. I don't know if you ever. Yeah. There's a guy I know. You know, great guy is born in January. Great month in January. Right? Awesome. So we talked about TGB. I heard we got something else cooking. Man, you know, man, no pun intended or pun intended.
We got so much cooking, man. Like, you have no idea how long my business list is of things.
Let's go. Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
First and foremost, man, we got Velour.
Okay.
The restaurant, man. I've had owning a restaurant on my wish list and my vision board since I was probably 22 years old. Okay. 23 years I've probably had it on my vision board, man. And so the opportunity came for me to be owner in a restaurant. And so we're rounding third, man, on our way to home plate of opening. We're going to open third week in October, and it's going to be phenomenal, man. We have a beautiful building. We have exquisite cuisine, man. It's a fine dining establishment, luxury. Everything is going to be, you know, operated in integrity. Everything is going to be on an excellence level. You know what I mean? And so we just going, you know, we're going to make it work, man. We're going to do what it do, man. Velour.
Hey, y'all make sure. I'm telling you, it'll be hard to get in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get on the list. They don't set the list up.
Make sure you get on the list. You're going to have to get on the list.
Get on the list.
Yeah, you're going to have to get on the list.
And don't be saying, yeah, I know the owner. Nah, that ain't going to be flying on this.
You have to get on the list.
Get on the list there for you. All right, cool. Awesome. So we got this real cool, chill segment on our show. It's called, what is this thing called? It's called Slow Down. I just want to get to know you. Slow down. We just want to get to know you. This is where we kind of ask some random questions off the top of the rip. We don't know where we're going to go. We going to get somewhere, all right?
Let's do it.
So real quick, one time, shout out all your social medias and all the websites you want people to go check out, all right?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, man, anything The Gentleman Builder. On IG, it's The.Gentleman Builder. On Facebook, it's The Gentleman Builder. YouTube, it's The Gentleman Builder TV. TikTok is The Gentleman Builder. But outside of that, that's my building platform, my academy platform. Also, you can find me on R. Dyson Colley Official. That's my personal page. You guys get to come into my life, see me doing all type of business ventures, see my journeys. I travel, time with my kids, all of that type stuff, man, is done on my personal page. And then, of course, Velour DTX, the page for the restaurant. You guys get to see, walk with us through the build out, the journey of turning nothing into something, man, as we get ready for the grand opening of Velour.
Okay, dang, he got all that popping right there. Cheers to him. And speaking of travel, make sure you hit up my family over at Lit Vacations. They got you taken care of. Ask for Austin. Tell them Ray sent you, all right? They got you over there. You can hit them up, too, next time you're on vacation.
Absolutely.
They take care of all my trips, all right? Awesome, all right. So this is probably the flagship question I like to ask over this segment, all right? Say, for instance, I'm Ray. I'm the movie director, movie producer. I want to make the TGB story. Who is starring as Royce in that movie?
The TGB story, man. You know what, man? I'm gonna probably go with a Cuba Gooding Jr.
Okay. You know who I can see playing you? He was just in that Tyler Perry movie, The Blacks or whatever. I can't remember his name. He married to Corey Hardick, I think his name is.
Okay, yeah.
He was married to one of the twins or whatever.
Yeah, okay. All right.
I can see him pulling that off for you, right? Okay. So, little birdie told me you a wrestling fan, all right?
Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan.
You like my guy, the Nature Boy. 16-time.
Ric Flair is my guy.
That's your guy, all right?
Ric Flair is my guy.
Hit me with your best Ric Flair impersonation right now.
Oh, man, say less. Am I the wheeling dealing, Cadillac driving?
Okay.
What else he got, man?
Was he jet flying?
He's jet flying.
Was he kiss stealing? Kiss stealing. Wheeling dealing son of a gun.
Wheeling dealing son of a gun. Yeah, that's my guy. Ric Flair is my guy, man.
2 claps and what I heard. Was it what y'all do?
Hey, that's it. 2 claps and a woo.
2
that's
claps
it,
and a woo.
baby.
All right. Yeah, that's my guy. All right. So, top 5 favorite wrestlers of all time.
Top 5, man. I would have to go with The Rock.
Okay.
Right? I would have to go, and I can only talk about wrestlers, some in my era, some that I just have familiarity with, right? So, Rock, Stone Cold, Iceman King Parsons.
Okay.
Of course, the Nature Boy.
Okay.
Right? And then this is going to be one of those, man, that nobody's going to really know this unless they really know wrestling, right? It was a guy back in the day called the Junkyard Dog.
I know JYD. He used
JYD.
to wrestle here at the Sportatorium. He was in WWE.
JYD.
JYD.
Junkyard Dog.
Well, since you like Ric Flair, I got somebody I want to introduce you to.
All right.
We'll talk about it, but I want to introduce you to my guy. His named David Manning.
Okay.
He used to run the Sportatorium. He's like family to me. I talked to you about that. We'll talk about that off here. But I got somebody for you to meet.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Cool. So, if there's somebody out there that you feel that needs to take this TGB class, who do you think it is?
Personally, I mean, honestly, man, it would be anybody who's looking to change their situation, right? I mean, you have people every day who they wake up, they don't necessarily like their job, right? But they have to go to it because that's a means. That's a means of income, right? That's a means of paying bills. They don't necessarily like their boss, right? But they have to deal with them because that's how they eat. Yeah. And so the mentorship is really designed, what we like to say is we like to take ordinary people and create extraordinary builders. Yeah. Right? And so the mentorship is designed for anybody looking to level up in life. Whatever you dream, whatever you desire, all of that is something that you can grab a hold of that's tangible by learning the skill of building. Why is that? Because once you learn the skill, nobody can take that skill from you. Yeah. All you have to do is put that skill to action to create the environment that is going to be your life. Yeah. And so anybody, man, all entrepreneurs, all real estate professionals, school teachers, nurses, doctors, basketball coaches, we've had them all. Right, and these are just ordinary people, man, who learned the skill to build.
Okay, man, I like that. Now, if I'm familiar with your background, you're a military guy, right?
I am former military.
Let's talk about that for a little bit.
All right.
So, what was your time like, in the military, and how long were you in the military for?
So I went to the Navy, man, right out of high school. So I think I graduated in May. June, I was gone. Okay. Right? And I tell the story, man. I kind of got tricked into going to the military. I came home from school one day. I had this guy sitting on my couch, and all I wanted to do back then was play basketball. All right. So first question, listen, all of this military stuff sound cool. You showing me money. Can I hoop? Yeah. Can I go hoop? And he was like, yeah, you be able to hoop every day. And so I didn't know at that time that there were 2 types of military. You can have the collegiate, which is like the academy, and then you have the enlisted, the people that go and they actually do the work on the ships and all that. So in my head, I'm thinking I can hoop every day. Oh, yeah, cool. Think I'm going to the academy. Yeah. Well, when I got to boot camp, it was a different story. I got off the bus and they get to yelling in my face and all of this hoorah. And I'm like, nah, this ain't college. This is something different. And so me, being from where I'm from, I called my mom on the phone. I said, hey, you gotta come get me. Cause like it's something about to happen. Like these guys in my face, I don't know these people. Like you gotta come get me. One of them about to get whooped. So she ended up, just saying, hey, well, listen, just try it out, stay there a couple days, see how you like it. So that turned into a 10-year service, man, that I spent in the Navy, man.
Yeah. One of my close friends, he just got out the Navy. I remember right out of high school, he ended up doing he was a CB, construction battalion.
Yep.
That's what he did. So shout out to all the people.
So I was an intel guy, man. I like to say all the time, man, I'm the one who found Bin Laden.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? I'm an intel.
I mean, hey, you part of the team. It's team effort, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Team effort, all right. So when we started the show, we talking about this being one of the shows like we like to spotlight people in Dallas. All right. What are your top 5 favorite places in Dallas to go to?
Top 5 favorite places. Oh man, number 1. Let's talk about Sasha, man. Sasha Kitchen and Cocktails. It's in Addison. Okay. My guy G Davis owns it. Okay. I love going there. Cool environment, chill vibes, things like that. I'm a hookah guy, so anywhere they got hookah, I'm there. Okay. Right. Another one of my spots in Addison, man, La Pasha. It's a Mediterranean spot. Again, they have hookah. I love it. Right. Now, are we talking about restaurants? We talking about
anything,
lounges?
restaurants, lounge, whatever. Your top 5 favorite.
My top 5, man. I really don't be like, man, I eat out every day, but I really that's probably horrible to say, man.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
I really don't have favorites, so let me see my top 5, man.
Or most frequent, maybe, I guess.
Most frequent, man. Most frequent. It's gonna be Velour soon as those doors open. Yeah. But I would definitely say Sasha, La Pasha. I like Del Frisco's. Okay. Right. I'll go
the Double Eagle or the Grill.
Either or, man. Yeah. Both of them have some pretty good stuff on the menu.
The Philly cheesesteak egg rolls.
Oh, I had them last night.
Must have.
I was there last night.
Okay.
Had them last night. Yeah, had them last night. The Wagyu sliders they're the bumps.
Yeah.
So let's see. You got Del Frisco's, man. Then I might go out north somewhere, man. Visit what's the spot by the Star? Man, I ain't been there in a while. I can't remember, man. It's by the Star though. Nice spot on the corner.
Is it by the Star or down the street from the Star?
No, it's by the Star in that same little shopping area, man. It's right there on the corner.
Okay, let me tell you all the spots you got right there. You got a Sidecar Social right there on the corner.
It's not Sidecar.
Common Table. Okay, I'm about to say we're gonna work our way down.
Yeah. Okay. Common Table, man. Been there a few times.
I had to stop going to Common Table. Yeah. Them brunches get a little too ratchet for your boy.
Yeah. I ain't been in a while either because of that same reason. Man.
I had to exit stage left. I'm like, all right, y'all we in Frisco, y'all. I need to calm that down, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, bro. I don't really have favorite spots that I go like on a regular. Yeah. I like Eddie V's because they have the bomb crab fried rice that I've ever had in my life. So, man, just different spots here.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you some of Ray favorites you should check out. All right, especially if you're going up north. All right. If you're in Frisco, a little spot called Bottled and Bond.
Okay.
Right off of Lebanon and the tollway.
I know Bottled Blonde. Blonde.
Yeah. On My Black Guy. They have a nice little R&B night. Yeah. A bottled and bond. Yeah, Bottled and Bond. On My Nice Black Guy. They have like R&B nights and stuff like that. It's a real grown, real cool. They have a really great happy hour too. It is right there. Also, if you go down to Addison, there's a little restaurant I love called Table 13. It's a little steakhouse. It's the old Vegas feel to it. They got someone singing that old Sinatra music in there like that. It's real chill. You're gonna get great value, but really great quality food. That's a place I like to check out. Table 13. Trust me.
It's on Beltline, right? I know exactly. I've never been there, but I know where it is. I
need
see
to
it
go.
all the time.
That was one of the hidden gems I found that about a decade ago. I was like, yep. Yeah. Back in the day, they used to have a crazy happy hour. They used to have $3 martinis and stuff like that. And they had the salmon tartare that used to be in there. It's amazing.
Working.
Yeah, it'd be working. So that's one of my spots. Man, that's all I can think of really right now. No, I got something on top of my head.
It's
But
another little spot, man, that I like, man, called Cafe Ismar. I probably shouldn't tell anybody because that's like my little my little spot that I just go to be at peace.
Your little duck
man.
off, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little spot, man, in Lower Greenville.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. See, I like going places too. I'm a cigar smoker.
yeah, man, I can't do cigars.
See, that's my
I'm
thing.
a hookah guy, man.
See, I like hookah too, but I'm a cigar guy.
Gotcha.
I'm a cigar guy, so I like places like you'll smoke my little cigars, have a good time. All right, cool. So, you like music here from Dallas a lot?
I mean, I listen to music.
You listen to music, okay?
I listen to music.
Okay. So, I always like to tell people about Dallas as being just a hub in itself. Like Dallas is almost right up there with LA, New York, all those like major markets now. If you look at Dallas from the music scene is really buzzing here.
Yeah.
Like you got different record companies. Like, Yo Gotti just brought his record company here. There's other record companies I know that are coming here. The film industry in Fort Worth, they're about to build a bunch of movie studios and stuff like that. Then, this is a great place to raise families. Our sports teams, I don't want to say they all popping, but they in the news a lot.
Right, for sure.
For like the Mavs get rid of Luka, then get the number 1 pick.
Right, for sure.
I don't know. Then the Cowboys gonna be Cowboys. Then the Rangers, win a World Series a couple years ago. So Dallas as whole is just hot right now.
Right.
It really is. So is there anything you're not involved in right now that you kind of want to get involved in?
I mean, from a personal standpoint or from a business standpoint?
Both.
I mean, business, man, I really want to just be diversified, right? So, I got the restaurant opening. I got an underwear line I'm in the process of creating.
Okay.
I got a cologne brand that's it's established. I just haven't marketed. So, I mean, just, from a standpoint of business, man, just want to be able to touch, different industries with business. And when it comes to personal, man, I work a lot, right? Because I still have goals that I'm trying to reach, man. But just being an influencer in my space and being able to network and create with different people is, I think, what I'm missing right now. Being able to be in the right rooms with people where we can grow, build, find some synergy with each other, and just kind of keep momentum going for the city of Dallas.
They say there's a saying like, how to make yourself successful is making other people successful.
Absolutely.
But that's one of the 100%. Biggest things, and I think a lot of people should do that. Also, people, it's okay to be underneath someone. We all can't be chiefs. Somebody got to be Indian
Problem
somewhere.
With the world, man.
Yeah.
Too many chiefs, not enough Indians.
So sit underneath the tree of knowledge from somebody and learn, and just absorb that. Then one day when your time is to be chief, you'll be chief. You know what I'm saying? But we can't all be chiefs.
Everybody can't.
Somebody got to take orders.
Absolutely.
Somebody got to take orders. All right. So, Royce, would you say there's something about you that people might misunderstand or misunderstood about you?
Yeah, man. I look like what I'm really not, man. I get this I get people to they misjudge me, right?
Yeah.
Based on my look, man. And so I don't smile a lot, right? Like if I'm just in my normal, everyday mode, I don't smile a lot because my mind is always thinking, right? And so, I get this look on my face, but people's perception of me is that I'm this mean dude. You know what I mean? Like I'm this mean guy, always wanting to fight somebody or something like that, man. And it's so far from the truth. I'm really a people person, but I have to talk to a person, right?
Okay.
Like people have to really talk to me, engage with me to really understand, like I'm really a people person. Like I like people, I like building relationships, I like that bonding with other individuals, that social capacity of growing with people, man. And so that's the biggest misconception, man. Most and when it comes to that's personally, when it comes to business, I get perceived as 3 things all the time: an athlete, an entertainer, or a drug dealer. Those 3 never fails, right? I've never had anybody who met me on the onset and guessed that I was a real estate developer, ever. right? And so I get perceived as these three things quite often until I open my mouth.
Yeah.
And then they have a conversation with me and they understand the success that I've had, the things that I've achieved, and things like that. So, yeah, man, that's it.
Yeah. So don't judge a book by its cover, people.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Don't judge a book by its cover, all right? So with that, like, if I were to put like a warning label on you, what would it say?
You ever seen the rear view mirror, right? And the rear view mirror has objects in this mirror are closer than they appear, right? A lot of times, man, that warning label for me in relation to what it says on that rear view mirror is like, I'm so withdrawn from anything people perceive me as, right? I could have been an athlete, could have been an entertainer, never been a drug dealer. Right? So, you know, when it comes to those things, man, right, it's like the things you perceive me as, I'm so far from it, and the person you don't perceive me as is the closest thing I am to the reality of, if you'd have just really understood it, like understood what I've done, who I am, then you would have got that picture clearer. Right. So that's it, man. I don't even know if that made sense.
I know. I totally understood.
Coming out my mouth.
I understood, you know, exactly where you're coming from. All right. You ever see those like little small airplanes? You know, they like to fly them across the sky and put a banner behind them. Yeah. If you could put a message to fly in the sky, what would you want it to say?
Dream for yourself. Dream for yourself, man. I was listening to another podcast just the other day, man, and a lot of people try to achieve other people's dreams, right? So when we grow up, we're taught to do certain things, right? Parents, they want us to be doctors. They want us to be lawyers. That might not necessarily be our dream. Might be their dream. But we go on to do this thing to please other people, living the dream that they have for us. And a lot of people die with unfulfilled dreams, right? So, you know, if I had the opportunity to tell people, dream for yourself. Right? Dream for yourself. Whatever it is that you desire and whatever it is that you want, you see for your life, dream for yourself. And there's nothing wrong with telling people that you don't want to dream for them. Right? Dream for yourself, live your own dream, create your own life.
Man, that's great words to live by. Everyone needs to, you know, hear words like that, because people get caught up in things. Also, there's a movie I like to always recommend to people. It's called The Joneses. It's with Demi Moore, David Duchovny. I always pronounce the dude's name wrong. You know who I'm talking about. Duchovny, whatever his name is. I always butcher that man's name. I don't know. I know it when I'm not trying to say it. I know his name, but I always pronounce it wrong. But his movie is called The Joneses. And the premise of the movie is they have these salespeople that are portraying a family. So there's someone that's portraying a mom and her demographic, a dad and his demographic, someone portraying a son and his demographic, and someone's playing a daughter and her particular demographic. So they have like all these nice, fancy different things that they're trying to sell to the people in their neighborhood. So basically it's like Keeping Up with the Joneses. There's a guy in a movie pretty much mess up his whole life for trying to keep up with this guy, not realizing this guy is like, bro, this stuff's not real. Like, so that's a movie I ever watch. If you ever get a chance, it's called The Joneses. It's a really good movie. It really makes you think. All right. So when we wrap up these interviews, I like to always ask these two questions. If you can give any type of advice, no matter the subject matter, what would you give? And most importantly, someone watching this interview today, what do you want to take away from it?
Well, I'm gonna answer those in reverse, man. Okay. What I would like somebody to take away from this interview is understanding that anything is possible, right? Like you mentioned earlier, a lot of people disregard the fact of finding a mentor and how mentors are able to do a number of things for people, looking for progression in life, right? And so what a mentor does, number one, is it lessens your learning curve. There are a lot of mistakes that I've made in building, a lot of money I've lost in building, right? What I am able to do right now with my school and the students that come through is be able to give them that information so they don't have to experience it, right? And so find you a mentor, right? I've heard, Tony Robbins say a lot of times, man, success leaves clues, right? You want something that you want to do. Find somebody in that industry that you admire that's successful in doing it. Reach out to those people, talk to those people, try to get that information, right? Soak up as much game as you can from that person. And then your other question, what was your other question? What was your first question?
If you can give any type of advice, no matter the subject matter, what advice would you give to people? And I'm pretty sure you've already been giving a bunch of advice in this episode.
Man, but what would I give people? Any industry, man. Live for memorable experiences, bro.
Okay.
Right? And I say that with a smile, man, because that's how I live, right? And I live that way because if God forbid something happens to me today, right, and a choice to not make a decision allows me or causes me to live in regret, and the last emotional feeling I have is regret before I pass away, then I didn't do myself any justice, right? Any service. So I say live for memorable experiences, right? Live in the moment of everything, experience everything, and find joy in it, so that if that is your last emotional experience, you die happy. Yeah. Right? And you don't die with regret, man. So that's what I would say, man.
Well, man, that's some stuff to take away. Again, cheers to you, Velour coming, TGB.
Absolutely.
Remember, January, we better see some of y'all in that damn class in January. All right? Change y'all life in January. Again, I thank you taking your time out.
Oh, for sure.
Pull up.
Gratitude.
This ain't gonna be your last time. Hopefully you'll
not.
You'll
man.
come up
Just
with the next concept restaurant.
Absolutely.
We're gonna be here. All right. So I always like to end my podcast with two messages. The first one is, if you're persistent, you'll get it. If you're consistent, you'll keep it. Consistency is the key to everything in life, all right? Now, I like to tell people to get their swag on, rub your hands like you Birdman. Tell yourself, I will boss up mentally. I will boss up spiritually. I will boss up physically, and I will boss up financially. Invest in yourself. It's your boy Ray, my guy Royce, TGB, Velour DTX. We gonna catch y'all next time. We out. Peace.
Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get